The top 10 Valentines Hallmark couples. And there's no denying that these are simply the best. We're starting off with the movie where a laid-back chef and a straight-laced executive slowly fall for each other in Love on the Menu. Chef Hank, played by Kevin Smith, owns a struggling restaurant and makes a deal with frozen food executive Maggie, played by Autumn Reeser, in order to save his business. Reeser and Smith strike the ideal mix between clearly defined character contrast without turning them into broad caricatures, despite the fact that opposites attract might be its own subgenre of Hallmark movies. The writing of this movie subtly illustrates their differences while allowing them to naturally come together, saving the audience's time from any pointless will they or won't they false tension. Although we all know these two will eventually fall in love, Menu really surprises us with how natural and inevitable it feels for them to realize that they click. The performances of Kevin Smith and Autumn Reeser are great. They have good chemistry that makes their relationship believable and relatable. The movie also has a good mix of humor and romance that makes it enjoyable to watch. The setting of a small-town diner also adds a unique touch to the story. Oh, by the way, not many people know this, but Kevin himself wrote this movie, which was originally supposed to be a series. Here's what he had to say about how the script got approved.
7 or 8 months later, I got a phone call, and she said, good things come to those who wait.
It's a good idea.
Right.
Yeah, well
and the
done.
rest is food history.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Culinary history, as they say.
As they say.
With that, let's move on to Love, Romance, and Chocolate, a romantic comedy film set in the heart of Vancouver. Emma Colvin, played by Lacey Chabert, is an accountant from New York who is heartbroken when her boyfriend leaves her just before their planned romantic getaway. Ouch. Convinced by a friend to cast aside her safe, predictable life and go alone on the trip, Emma gets involved in the adventure of a lifetime when her Belgian innkeeper introduces her to renowned chocolatier Luc Simon. The beauty and romance of Bruges inspires unique chocolate combinations, and Emma and Luc set out to compete for Belgium's royal chocolatier. As the two face numerous obstacles, they must find a way to win the competition without losing their hearts. Despite the mispaced kiss at the finale, this is a lovely Valentine's Day themed movie that is sure to put a smile on your face. But do you prefer a beautiful love story in a pretty vineyard? Well, Valentine in the Vineyard serves that purpose. This movie is a Hallmark series that follows Frankie and Nate as they manage life on the vineyard and plan a wedding in secret. The movie stars Rachel Lee Cook and Brendan Penny as the two protagonists, and Marcus Rosner, Tegan Moss, and Ali Scott-Fye as the supporting cast. In the movie, Frankie and Nate have to deal with the pressures of planning a wedding while also juggling their studies, jobs, and family life. The movie follows their journey as they work on their relationship, try to find the perfect venue, and deal with the ups and downs of wedding planning. In the end, they manage to pull off a double wedding with their family and friends. Valentine in the Vineyard is an inspiring tale of love and commitment, and it's sure to make viewers laugh, cry, and swoon. In an interview, Rachel was asked if she likes playing Frankie, and her reply felt so genuine.
I like playing Frankie because she's a little bit tougher than me, and I sort of carry that over into my regular everyday life, I think. She's kind of a cool girl. No, she's not. Brendan would disagree with me.
But wait, what better than a classic big town girl and small town boy love story? Valentine Ever After is a romantic comedy TV movie that follows the love story between Julia and Ben. Julia is a big city girl, and Ben is a small town guy who owns a ranch. Julia and her friend end up at Ben's ranch after a wild night out, and as they get to know each other, Julia falls in love with Ben. The movie is set around Valentine's Day and follows the couple as they navigate their budding relationship. As the movie progresses, Julia and Ben discover a charitable cause that could change Julia's life. As they work together to make a difference, their relationship blossoms and they come to understand the true meaning of love. Ultimately, the two of them find themselves in a romantic and meaningful moment that seals their bond and shows them a happily ever after. But this next movie is all about reliving your big Valentine's Day. Valentines Again is a romantic comedy that stars Nikki Whelan and Greg Vaughn as the leading characters. The movie follows Catherine, played by Whelan, a woman in a professional and personal rut, who one day is walking home from a failed Valentine's Day date. On her walk, she runs into a mysterious stranger, played by Marina Sirtis, who tells her that she has run into the love of her life earlier that day. Catherine wakes up the next morning to find that she is struck in a time loop and reliving the same Valentine's Day over and over until she finds her true soulmate. Catherine then starts to question what she really wants in life and embarks on a journey of self-discovery. Throughout the movie, Catherine goes on dates with all the men that she's encountered, but it isn't until she meets Danny, played by Vaughn, that she realizes he's the one. With its hilarious dialogue, heartfelt moments, and a story of love and self-discovery, Valentines Again is a must-watch this season. But if you love pets, then this next movie is for you. Hallmark stars Taylor Cole and Ryan Pavey make the lovely romance Matching Hearts a Valentine's Day charmer. In the movie, professional matchmaker Julia tries to convince Daniel, the handsome newcomer to town known as Mr. Stray Single, to sign up for their matchmaking services. Daniel explains why he got no time for his private life.
Because my character, Daniel, delivers a little bit of advice to young entrepreneurs that if you want your business to thrive, you should focus on your business, which might mean that certain aspects of your personal life kind of get put on the back.
Julia and Daniel initially have very different views on relationships and romance, with Daniel believing that staying single is the key to success, and Julia relying on an algorithm to match singles instead of trusting romantic serendipity. The chemistry between Cole and Pavey is palpable from the very start, making it easy to root for the two characters to find common ground. Despite the movie's 90-minute running time, the plot is tightly woven, ensuring that viewers don't feel cheated out of a complete story. Its heartwarming message about finding love and forgiveness make it the perfect choice for this Valentine's Day. But how can you not have the perfect pair for a Valentine's movie? Hallmark's Very, Very Valentine, featuring Danica McKellar, Cameron Matheson, and Damon Runyon, is about Helen, a good-hearted and bashful florist who meets the ideal man at a Valentine's masquerade ball. She asks her best friend Henry for aid in finding him, only to find that her ideal match might already be standing right in front of her. But how does Henry feel about searching for that guy?
He's helping her find the guy that's going to basically replace him in a relationship that he'd love to be in. And that's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful, maybe a little dumb, but beautiful.
The romantic comedy covers the highs and lows of relationships in a fun and lighthearted way. The characters are well developed, and the chemistry between the actors is brilliant. The story is heartfelt and full of laughs, making it perfect for a cozy Valentine's Day in. Overall, Very, Very Valentine is a charming and delightful movie for all ages. It has heartwarming moments, humorous dialogues, and an ending that will leave you feeling satisfied and inspired. The movie is a great reminder of the importance of friendship, love, and never giving up on your dreams. But how about a movie that is about love, hope, and second chances? Bottled with Love is a Hallmark Channel original movie starring Bethany Joy Lenz and our favorite Andrew Walker. The movie follows Abby, a woman who is stood up on the day of her wedding. When she is inspired to write her feelings in a letter and put it in a bottle, she tosses it out to sea, only to have a fisherman find it months later. The movie follows the fisherman and Abby's journey to find each other and discover if they're truly meant to be. But Bethany has more to add about the story.
This letter that I've written, he finds the letter and writes me back, and we begin corresponding, not knowing that he is actually someone that I'm already working with and do not like.
Do not like. We have a rocky start. And so...
The movie is set in a small seaside town, and it is full of beautiful scenery and romantic moments. The chemistry between Lenz and Walker is undeniable, and the story is one of hope and taking risks. The movie also contains several important messages, such as the importance of being honest and open with your feelings and learning to dream and take chances in life. Ken Wingward was so inspired by the movie that he actually created DIY bottle candles. But how about Cooking with Love? Well, this is a movie about two people, a TV producer and a bad boy celebrity chef, who find themselves together on a children's cooking show. The movie follows their journey of learning to work together, despite their differences, to create a successful cooking show. The TV producer, Kelly, played by Ali Liber, is an optimistic and cheerful person who doesn't have time for love. Stefan, played by Brett Dalton, on the other hand, is a bad boy celebrity chef who doesn't have time for anything besides cooking. As they become more familiar with each other, Kelly and Stefan start to develop a connection, and eventually, romance blossoms. The cooking competition show, titled The Little Gourmet, serves as a major plot point in the film. Kelly and Stefan must work together to produce the show, and in the process, they get to know each other better. Along the way, they must also contend with the pressures of the show as well as their own personal issues. In the end, Kelly and Stefan finally work out their differences and find love. The film is a heartwarming story of love, friendship, and the power of teamwork. It stars Ali Liber and Brett Dalton and features a fun and upbeat soundtrack. In an interview, when asked to talk about the show, both of them said such heartwarming things.
I think it's a really fun love story.
Food brings us all together.
Maybe there's a place for cooking with love as opposed to just ingredients.
Cooking with Love is sure to leave viewers feeling warm and fuzzy. But before we move on, if you are enjoying our content, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel. We're rolling out some of the best content from the entertainment industry, so make sure you hit that bell icon to stay updated with all of our videos. And last but not least, Hallmark's Love at First Spark is a romantic comedy about a single woman, Julia Galvins, played by Jana Kramer, and her newly adopted German Shepherd, who turns to an expert and handsome dog trainer, Owen Michaels, played by Kevin McGarry, for help. As Julia and Owen start to bond, she finds herself both learning valuable lessons about life, love, and the importance of finding someone who shares your passions in life. As their relationship grows, Julia comes to realize that with Owen's help, she can take control of her life and discover the happiness that she's been searching for. And well, that wraps up today's video. Which among these is your favorite Hallmark Valentine couple? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Until next time.